because it was a brutal murder. He chewed a part of her intestines.
April 10, 2002. Police gets a call from a woman who claims to see a naked man on the street with his mouth, stomach, and chest all covered in blood, mumbling and chewing while looking at the sky. Police informed her that the officers are on their way, asking her to keep her distance. The girl hung up the phone and ran to her friend's apartment. She opens the door and finds her 21-year-old friend, Tanisha Esaias, in a pool of blood. Her chest was cut wide open, with multiple teeth marks around her face and lungs. At the scene, it was impossible to figure out the naked man's identity, because every time when questioned, he responded with growling animal sounds. They took the man to jail and ran him through the system. To everyone's surprise, his name was Antron Singleton, aka Big Lerch. Big Lerch was a rising hip-hop artist from Dallas, Texas, who had songs with artists like Mac Dre, Mystical, and E40. The story was a shocker to everyone, but after more than 20 years, the question still remains. What happened on the night of April 10, 2002? Antron Singleton, also known as Big Lerch, was born on September 15, 1976. From the time he was a child, Lerch revealed his creative ability. By age 7, he started to write poetry and became inspired to become a rap artist. By 15, he started to perform his music to the public, anytime the opportunity presented itself. He started performing under G-Spade, but would later change it to the Big Lerch. The name Big Lerch is said to have been inspired by the character Lurch from the Addams Family. Just as with Lerch, Singleton was a formidable size, measuring 6 feet and 6 inches tall. Big Lerch started making his name in the late 90s. After getting some buzz around his name in Texas, he decided to move to the Bay Area, San Francisco, to further his career. His father was living there, and he figured that this would be a great opportunity for him. Soon after moving to the Bay, he met a rapper named Mac Mall, who was close friends with Tupac and Mac Dre. Mall was also cousins to E40, Be Legit, and Sway Calloway. Lerch also got introduced to a producer named Mike Mosley. He was known for working with artists like Mac Mall, just mentioned E40, Richie Rich, Tupac, and more. Moving to the Bay turned out to be a great career move for him, and soon, he started working with all of these rappers. He finally got his break, and ended up making his debut appearance on the E40's 1996 album, The Hall of Game, on a song called Record Haters.
Record hating bitches, swallow game and snitches. Learn about it, yeah.
And later was featured on a song called How We Comin' by RBL Posse and Mystical.
Walking down the street with a Glock and my loons ain't to be played in this game, nigga, I'm hurting now.
Around this time, while working in the Bay Area studios, he met Rick Rock and Dooney Baby. After making a lot of songs together, they decided to form a group, Cosmic Slop Shop. They managed to get a record deal with MCA and released their debut album, The Family, in 1998. Although the album received a lot of positive reviews, unfortunately, this didn't make the album commercially successful. Due to this reason, the group disbanded without recording a second album. Big Lerch gained a lot of popularity among rappers during this time, but it didn't mean that his financial problems were all gone. Despite all of that, Singleton had a really unique voice and sound, and his career was very promising. In 1999, Big Lerch was also featured in Mac Dre's song called Fire.
Every day in the life of a G, we be trifling and we liking to see good things ain't liking me.
His musical career, despite having a few bumps along the way, was going in the right direction. But in the 2000s, two big tragedies struck his personal life. In the 2000s, Singleton's grandmother passed away, and on September 16, one day after his 24th birthday, he was driving his car when a drunk driver hit him.